Hey guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is a special yearly forecast, tarot card forecast for 2016. Since it is a yearly, I'm not going to pull an angel card in this video. I'm going to do a separate angel card video. In this one, I'm going to do one card for each month of the year, and then one card that's just going to be like an overview of how the energy of the whole year is going to be. Now, remember, this is for the collective, so it might not be exactly something that you experience this year, or you might have to kind of think about how it applies. It might not be so apparent. So just a heads up on that before we start the reading. I know sometimes people say like, oh well, I didn't have anything this week. Well, that's because this reading wasn't for you this week. Other weeks apply to you. Can't cover everyone, or we'll be all having the same life experience. So let's get going on this. I'm gonna lay the cards out. April, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then the overall. All right, so right off the bat, it looks like this is going to be an interesting year, not necessarily the easiest year for everyone out there. We start off the year in January with the Ace of Swords reversed. Now this is feeling uncertain or feeling like a situation is going nowhere. This could be a work situation, it could be a home life, a love life thing. By that time by January, we'll be post-holiday, so you'll have perspective of all that went on there. But it looks like the Ace of Swords is kind of indicating that you're going to feel a little like turmoil inside, a little like anxious, like you want things to move faster, or that you're just feeling kind of frustrated with the situation. In February, we have the Seven of Cups reversed, and that is more information being revealed, likely on the same subject. That is seeing a situation more clearly. So whatever you were unsure of or uncertain of in January, you're going to get more information on that subject or that situation come February. In March, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and that is premature celebrations. So whatever you had going on in January and February, when things are kind of coming to light in February, when you're getting more information about what's going on in March, don't just take it and run with it. Don't just think that, all right, now I know everything and I can celebrate this or change my life, or just kind of be a little more reserved, because that's an indication that there's still a little bit more to come. Things need to finalize. There needs to be T's crossed and I's dotted. Don't just get the information from February and start celebrating prematurely. It's not going to be good. It may not necessarily result in something bad, messing up the whole situation, but just be patient for a little bit longer. No premature celebrations in March, and then everything will end up the way it's supposed to be. And I can tell you that definitively because our April card is the World upright. So if you can just push through the first couple months here of 2016, come April, you're going to have an integration of all of that knowledge that you got in January, February, even that little last bit in March. You're going to have your new baseline. You can make decisions from that point. Feel free to make decisions in April. You'll have all the information you need. You'll have a new starting point. Okay, now what do I do to move forward? But hold off until April to make any major life decisions, because you're not going to have all that information yet. We have in May the Strength card reversed. This is some emotional imbalance. This is like, okay, I've got all this new knowledge from the first couple months of the year. I've got my new baseline. Now what? Like, okay, I've learned this. Now what do I do with it? So that seems to be what you are going to be not struggling with, because it's not necessarily going to be a struggle, but that's going to be what you're feeling in May is, okay, I'm a little off kilter now because it's something new. I'm used to this. I've had all this information. This is gone now. Now I'm here. My new baseline in April with the world. Now I'm here. How do I move forward? Kind of on shaky ground. A little bit of working things out. Seeing things from a new perspective, feeling those feelings that come with being unsure about how to move forward. So a little bit of imbalance, but it is the strength card, so you do have the strength to do it. You just need to kind of figure it out, and then you'll just move forward with it. We've got June here, and it is the Two of Swords upright. So that is saying that you've got a couple of options. Another time for patience. I know people don't really like to hear, be patient. Another time for patience in June. Wait for even a little bit more info to be revealed. Stay neutral. See how she's just sitting there on her bench with her two swords? Those are her two options. And she's just sitting there waiting. Sitting there waiting for more information. So you could be feeling in May, feeling a little bit of imbalance. Be patient. You'll get it. You'll figure it out. Stay neutral. Don't make any big decisions again. I know you got to live life. You got to do what you got to do. So whatever comes up in these months, don't hold off on making a decision, or, buying a house or taking a job. If that's something that you've already got lined up, or that's something that you need to do, of course, you've still got to live life. But with the smaller things, just try and hold off. Wait till you can get a little more info. And then we come into July. We've got the Seven of Wands upright in July. And that is taking a little bit of effort to keep in an advantageous position. It's like, if you look at this, he's on top and he's trying to fight off. The way I see that is that there's people down there holding those sticks trying to poke at him. So he's trying to fight off these other guys, but he's still on top. It's taking work, but he's still on top. So you have that advantage, and you can hold on to that advantage. It's just going to take a little bit of effort. So if you're willing to put that effort in, you can hang on to whatever you have that benefits you in July that may be threatened, or maybe in jeopardy, or questioned, or compromised in some way, something someone else is maybe trying to take from you. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be malicious. I'm using words that people automatically associate with bad things or fearful, but it doesn't have to be. It's not like, someone's trying to take your job, or someone's thinking about firing you and you need to. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just whatever your specific situation is, know that you've got this position. Don't slack. Don't be lazy. Just do what you're doing and hang on to your position. We come to August. August is the Eight of Wands reversed. Now that is slowdowns. This is a big year of being patient, not making rash decisions, sitting and getting more information. Here's another slow down card. So it's a year of patience for all of us. So with the Eight of Wands, as I said, it's things are slowing down. It is results being hard to come by. It is lack of responses. If you're calling someone or texting someone, they don't text you back. It doesn't have to be like they don't text you back right away, but if they don't text you back for a day or so, it's slow. So just expect that things are going to slow down in August. People really want things and they want them yesterday. So that's not what this year is going to be about. This year is really going to be about testing our patience. We come to September, and we have in September the Emperor reversed. And that is, again, being aware of laziness or egoism. This is make sure that you don't put yourself on a pedestal and try to operate from that place. Make sure that you stay down to earth and relatable, keep your ego in check. It's the big growing year. I'm really liking the way this looks. October. 5 of Wands, reversed for October. That is removing yourself from a conflict and not starting conflicts and not engaging in conflict. If someone's trying to drag you into their conflict with another person, well, don't you think that Susie blah blah blah? You don't need to be in that. So if someone else tries to pull you in, do not get dragged in. Don't engage. Certainly don't start anything yourself. And that goes hand in hand with this Emperor card reversed. Keep your ego in check. Don't start things. Don't get drawn into things. This is kind of a good lesson just in general, but definitely for these months with the second half of the year, the way the first half is looking with patience and slow down and options being removed, it seems like the second half of the year is all time for self-reflection, it looks like. Asking yourself some hard questions and keeping yourself in check. Come to November, and we come across the Four of Cups reversed. Now that is releasing control and embracing any change that comes. As I said, second half of the year is about asking hard questions and looking inside. Keep your ego in check, don't engage in conflict, and then release stuff to the universe and know that you don't have control over what happens. I mean, you can only control the things that you control, but even at that, you know, you don't really, we have so much less control than we think we do. The things that you try to control, you leave 45 minutes early for a 15-minute drive to get to work, and you think, oh, I'm going to have plenty of time. That's something that's in your control, right? You know you're going to get to work on time because you have left 3 times as early as it takes you to get there. And then you get on the road, and there's a giant backup, you know, a giant, like, 4-car pileup that makes you end up being a half an hour late to work. Most things is out of our control to a certain extent. You know, you do what you can, but if you're not supposed to get to work until 15 minutes late, you ain't going to get to work till 15 minutes late. And that's the universe showing you that you have control over a lot less than you think. So that is this Four of Cups. That is the big lesson for November. Release control. Change will come. Embrace that change. Accept that change. And who wants to have everything under their control anyway? That's a lot of weight on your shoulder. That's a lot on you that you just don't need on you. December. Hierophant. Reversed. The Hierophant is about originality. That's kind of my, like, out-of-the-box thinking card. But it's also about merging ideas. So whatever you've discovered in this second half of 2016 with the Emperor keeping your ego in check, with not engaging in conflict, with the accepting and embracing change, the Hierophant merges all of that into your current existing personality and starts to help create this new person who's going to go into 2017. That's just really, really exciting. Okay, so the overall card for the year, we have the Magician reversed. Now, this tells me, you know, he's a magician, right? So he can just create anything he wants. And if you look at it, well, it's upright. He's got that table with all his, like, his cup and his pentacle and his wand and his sword on it. So he's got everything that he needs, right? He's a magician. He can create whatever he needs with the tools on his table. But this is reversed. So the overall theme, it looks like to me for this year, is that you've got everything you need. You just maybe don't know you do. Or you might not know how to use it. And I see that right here with the split, with the divide on the first half of the year and the second half. The first half of the year, all about patience and options. And the strength card, you know, you're getting a chance to grow and develop patience. You're getting a chance to grow and develop patience. But in a lot of, whatever situation you've got going on in your life, a lot of things, a lot of chances in your life in various areas to develop that patience and waiting for options to fall away. I mean, that's just all I'm seeing here with the Seven of Cups and with the Two of Swords. Don't celebrate prematurely. You'll get it. You'll get it. You just need to wait, learn the lessons, and be patient, but you'll get it. And then when you come into the second half of the year, the lesson for the second half of the year, it looks like reflection. So this is all stuff that you have inside you. You have the ability to practice patience and learn that. You have the tools for that. The second half of the year, you have the tools to do that self-reflection. You might just not know that you can or know how. If you don't know how, Google it. There's tons of resources out there that will help you to learn how to integrate this knowledge. So this is going to be a really growing year. Just growth and change and inspiring and developing. This is so great. This is so great. We want years. We want to hear that the year is going to be like, you're just going to get everything you want thrown in your lap, but that's not how the universe works. The universe makes us go through lessons, and this is a lesson year. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I am really excited about this upcoming year, you guys, and I hope you'll stick with me and watch the videos throughout the year, and as we get closer, I'll have, of course, monthlies and weeklies that'll develop and expand on this. Feel free to watch it. I always watch my yearlies every 6 months or so to see kind of what's to come and how things went. So feel free to do that too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and sharing and subscribing to my various forms of social media. Be sure to check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, where I pull a daily tarot and angel card for the energy of that specific day. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. It's going to be a wonderful year, guys. Have a great one.